Hello and welcome to day 10 of the challenge. You don't need any props today unless you like to sit up onto something. We'll be ending in a seated position today. So we're going to start lying down on our backs in Supta Baddha Konasana. So please come to lay down first. Bring your feet to the ground and then walk your feet in so you can bring the soles of your feet together, your knees apart. And if this feels too intense of a stretch, sometimes just inching your feet forward a little bit gives the hips a little relief. Sometimes I scooch back a little bit just to feel better in the low back. Rest your arms in whatever way feels best. Arms out to the side, palms up is a little more opening energetically as well as for the shoulders. Palms down on the torso, belly or belly and chest is a little more grounding for both the shoulders and energetically. And then let your eyes soften or close. So today's practice is very gentle. And our practice today is just about softening into the moment as it is. Start by bringing your attention inward onto your breath. And just kind of check in with your breath. Maybe it's the first time all day that you've connected with it. We're in our bodies all day, every day, only us. Our body is constantly supporting us so that we can move through daily life. And oftentimes, it's not till we get on our yoga mat that we really become aware of what's present in our bodies. The breath can be an indicator of us feeling stressed or anxious or rushed if the breath is really short and shallow or if we're breathing into the chest. And simply by noticing the breath, it might slow down. It might get bigger. You might be able to breathe a little bit deeper into the belly, which is very grounding for the nervous system. So take a few more breaths here, just breathing in and out of the nose. Nothing fancy with the breath, but simply acknowledging it. Take a deep breath in here. And take a gentle open mouth clearing breath. And then walk your feet in, bend your knees, bring your feet to the ground, and just do a little swish of the knees side to side, massaging out the low back. And from here, bring your knees back in towards center and cross your right ankle past your left knee. So get this bony part of the ankle past your knee and flex your right toes straight back towards the knee. And just feel that right knee and thigh press forward a little bit. Now you might stay just like this, or you might draw the legs into the chest and thread your hands behind the left thigh or shin. Pull the left knee in towards the left shoulder as you gently start to press the right knee and thigh forward. Keep the shoulders relaxed. And this doesn't have to be your deepest hip opener, so instead try to soften if you're constantly looking for an intense sensation. Instead, maybe consider actually backing off a little bit. Don't go into the deepest pose, and instead focus on softening into the shape, being able to relax even into the pose. Take another breath in. And then as you exhale, release the shape of your legs, bring your feet to the ground, and switch sides. Cross your left ankle past the right knee, figure 4. Get the bony part of your ankle past your knee. Flex the toes back towards the left knee, and start to feel that left thigh gently pressing forward. Maybe stay just like this. Maybe draw the legs in, thread hands behind right thigh or right shin. Try to gently pull the right knee in towards the right shoulder as you press your left thigh forward. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Relax the jaw. Sometimes when we're doing hip openers, the jaw kind of tenses up. Stay soft, which is really hard to do in a yoga practice because most things, whenever we try anything in our day-to-day life, we're putting in maximum effort. So instead right now, try to do less. Take another breath in. And then exhale, release the shape of your legs. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze and a little rock side to side. And then raise your arms and your legs up towards the ceiling. Have a soft bend in elbows and knees. Curl your fingers in. Roll out your wrists and your ankles. Start to make little circular motions as if you're just drawing circles on the ceiling. Go about 4 or so times in one direction. And then go a few times in the other direction. And once you've done that, bend your knees, bring them back into your chest, roll onto one side of your body or rock and roll up and down the length of your mat. Come into a tabletop position on hands and knees. Bring shoulders right over the wrists and hips right over the knees. Spread out your fingers and then stretch your left leg out to the side. So leg is about in line with the hips. Inhale, rock forward a little bit. And as you exhale, rock back so your hips are towards the right heel. Might touch, might not, doesn't matter. Do that a few more times, rocking forwards and backwards. Just a nice way to get into the left inner thigh and to open the pelvis, especially if you've been sitting all day. A couple more rounds like that. And then come back with your shoulders over your wrists and take some cat-cows here. Inhale, arch the spine. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, arch, relax the belly. Exhale, round. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back towards center, heart forward. Place the right hand underneath your face, bring your left hand to your low back. Take a breath in, long spine, and exhale, twist to the left. Try to keep your chest over your bottom hand and push the floor away from you. And then if you'd like, reach your left arm to the sky. Keep spinning the left ribs back, right ribs forward. Take another inhale. Exhale, sweep your left arm up and over your ear. Bring the left hand down and then walk your hands in. Bring your hands to your hips. Stay upright for a moment. Draw the front ribs down and in just so you're not in a back bend. Take an inhale. Hinging at your hips, come forward about halfway and pause. So your pelvis rocks forward. Try to keep the chest forward, shoulders lift away from the floor. And then lead with the chest, come back up, take a breath in. Exhale, come forward about halfway, hinge at the hips. Inhale, come back up. Keep the spine steady. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, come forward, bring your hands to the ground, bring your left knee back into tabletop. Walk your hands forward about an inch. Flip your left palm up, turn your fingers to face you, walk your left hand back a little bit, and just very gently rock backwards and forwards for a wrist stretch. This one always feels a little more intense for me. So you decide how far back to rock. Let's switch sides. Bring the left hand down. Flip your right palm up, fingers face you, walk it back a little bit. Just little rocks backwards and forwards. And then come back to tabletop, right hand down, other side. Stretch the right leg out to the right. Leg about in line with the hips. Start to shift forwards and backwards. And just move at your own speed. Start to move with your breath if you can. Just getting into that right inner thigh. Let the pelvis open as you rock back. Try not to grip or tense anything up in the body right now. We're trying to soften. And as you come forward, turn this into cat-cows. Inhale, arch the spine. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, arch. Exhale, reverse. Let's do one more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Bring your left hand under your face, right hand to low back. Chest forward, breathe in. Twist to the right as you breathe out. And if you want to reach the right arm to the ceiling, go for it. Keep your chest over your bottom hand rather than leaning to the side. Twist around your bottom hand as if you're twisting around a central axis. One more inhale, sweep your right arm up and over your ear. And then bring your right hand down. Walk the hands back. Bring hands to hips, come upright. So tailbone down a little bit, ribs in. Try to keep your spine as it is. Think about the only thing actually moving is your pelvis moving forwards and backwards. Take a breath in. Exhale, rock the pelvis forward, hinge at the hips, come forward halfway. And then lead with the chest. Inhale, come back up. Again, exhale, come forward halfway. Try to draw the shoulders away from the floor. Lead with the chest, come back up. Exhale, come forward halfway. Inhale, come back up. And this time as you exhale, come forward, bring your hands to the ground, bring the right knee back in, come back to tabletop. Just wiggle your hips a little bit. You could take circular motions, anything at all, cat-cows. Maybe even close your eyes so you're not thinking about it, just move. Come to a seated position. Feel free to sit up onto a blanket, a block, even a chair, whatever feels best. All right, and then find a nice tall spine here. Shrug the shoulders back and down. Bring your arms out wide to a T. Turn the palms up. Bring your fingertips to the tops of your shoulders. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, bring your elbows in towards each other. And then inhale, elbows out wide, but keep your front ribs moving down and in so you're not in a big back bend. And exhale, elbows in. Inhale out wide. Exhale in. Inhale out wide. Now you're going to start to do this a little faster. It doesn't have to be super fast, but just building a little more heat. You can move on your own, so just go out and in. And if it feels all right, close the eyes and just feel your arms moving. If something feels a little tight, notice it. Try to soften. Go at whatever speed feels right for you. If it's feeling too fast, slow it down. If you feel like you can pick up speed, go a little faster. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring your hands together in front of your heart. Start to rub your hands together, just building some warmth. Some friction, some heat in the hands. Now bring your palms about an inch in front of your eyes. So each hand in front of one eye. Relax the shoulders. Relax the fingers. Notice what's present in the body. Where can you soften? Where can you ungrip? Rest your hands down on your lap. And then if you're in a cross-legged seat, you can stay. You can switch the crossing of your shins if you like to be even. And we're just going to end here for the last moment or so in this seated position. So make sure that you feel nice and comfortable. Rest your hands on your lap, whatever way feels best. Maybe palms up, maybe palms down. Keep the lift in your chest, drop the shoulders. You can lower the chin a bit. You can close the eyes or just keep your eyes on one spot so that they're not darting around too much. Feel the connection of your sit bones plug into the ground. Lift and lengthen all 4 sides of the torso up and out of your legs. So there's this sense of rootedness through the lower body, openness in the upper body, all the while not tensing or gripping, but trying to soften the muscles. And we're going to end our practice with a loving kindness meditation, which is from the Buddhist tradition. It's called metta meditation. So it's loving kindness or boundless friendliness is what it means. And there's many different variations of this meditation. We're doing one very simplified version today, and we're doing it just towards the self. Oftentimes we do this loving kindness meditation towards ourselves and other people, but today it's really about filling up our cups, which honestly is sometimes much more challenging than sending loving energy and good vibes outward. It can be really hard to receive, especially from ourselves, to send loving energy and words towards ourselves. So that's what we'll try today. And the way it works is that I'll be saying a few phrases out loud, and if you'd like, you can repeat them silently in your mind. You can whisper them, or you can just listen for today. That's totally fine. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Take a full breath out of the mouth. Start to establish a steady breath in and out of the nose. Letting your body soften, trusting that your body is safe. It's grounded in this moment. And then if you'd like to repeat, the first phrase we'll say is, I am healthy. I am healthy. May I be healthy. And if you'd like, repeat the phrase a few times silently or as a whisper. May I be healthy. Try to imagine yourself in your mind's eye as you repeat these phrases. The next phrase, I am happy. May I be happy. May I be happy. Try to keep the vision of yourself strong in your mind. The next phrase, may I be safe and protected. May I be safe and protected. Keep the spine tall, the breath steady. We'll run through those phrases of loving kindness one more time. If you would like, repeat them silently or as a whisper. May I be healthy. May I be happy. May I be safe and protected. May I be healthy. May I be happy. May I be safe and protected. May I be healthy. May I be happy. May I be safe and protected. Invite a gentle breath in through the nose and a gentle exhale out. Allow the vision of yourself to gently wash away if it's still in your mind. Come back to a natural breathing pattern in and out of the nose. You might start to wiggle the fingers a little bit, just bringing little movements back into the body. And then with your next inhale, bring your hands to heart center. Exhale, lower the chin to the chest, bringing gratitude towards ourselves, towards each other, and towards this practice. Thank you for showing up, for practicing today. I will see you tomorrow. Om Shanti. Peace.